Hey Bougie, how you doing? It's Terry from Hey Bougie Lifestyle. How are you? Happy New Year's Eve. And with that being said, you know what we do on New Year's Eve. So I'm gonna make some black eyed peas, and I already have them. I soaked them overnight, so they're ready to go. And I have my onions chopped up here. I'm gonna add some chicken broth, some garlic, and some turkey meat. So I'm gonna start putting this together. So hang out with me for a while I do this. Anywho, let's get this going because it's gonna take a while. So I'm using Dutch oven. I'm using my Le Creuset Pink Sugar Baby. And I'm going to add some oil because when you use these pans, they need to be treated with some oil. And the preferred oil is, you know, vegetable oil or, you know, some type of, you know, high smoke point oil. And I'm doing it over here on my oven today because I want to be able to control the heat. So I'm going to do it on this, over this way. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to let that heat up a little bit, and I'll be back. Okay, so while my onions and garlic are sauteing down in the pan, the pot, I'm going to add some chicken broth. And I need like 4 cups. So that'll fill up the whole. So I'm going to add 4 cups of chicken broth to the onions and the garlic. And I'm going to let it get to a little boil. And then I'm going to add in my smoked turkey tails. So I'm gonna add my turkey meat in. I got turkey tails, and I'm just gonna let them cook down for a few minutes by themselves so that the flavor can, and I'm gonna cover it so that can cook down first. A little bit. Then I'm gonna add my peas. I'm gonna let that cook for like 10, 15 minutes. Okay, so I have my, I just wanted to get the broth boiling, and my smoked turkey is in the pot. So now I'm going to add in my peas, and then I'm going to add in some seasonings. I'm going to add probably a little bit more water, and let everything start to cook down. So I'm going to add in my peas. I've washed them and rinsed them a few times. I just want to be careful. I added my seasonings. I'm going to go in with some Padilla Complete. So a little bit of crushed red pepper, some thyme, some salt and pepper. And I'll just season the taste as I go along, because I will not be the only one eating this, and I don't want to, you know, overpower with seasoning. You know, you can season on your plate, like if you wanted to add more salt and pepper. Because I am using, the chicken broth I use is salted. So, I want to be careful with that. I'm going to add some thyme. A couple dashes of red pepper. And I think that's it for now. I'm going to cover it. I'm going to give it a stir. Cover it up. Let it cook for a minimum of 3 hours, probably 4 hours. This turkey was already smoked, so it's basically done. It's the peas that I want to get done. So I'm going to cover it. I'm going to slow cook it for about 3 hours. In 2 hours, I'll start checking it and see if I need to add any more water, broth, or whatever. And I'll be back. Looking good. We're almost there. Happy New Year, Bougie. How you doing? So, our peas are done. Our peas are done, and I thought I'd bring it over here so you could see it a little bit better. I cooked them for, I'm gonna say, maybe 4.5. I added another half an hour today, just to make sure that they were good all the way through, and so that the juice could thicken up a little bit on them. But I'm going to scoop some out. I used turkey tails. I used turkey tails, and my seasonings were pretty basic, you know, garlic, pepper, onions, salt, seasoning salt. I did put a dash of Worcestershire sauce, a dash of soy sauce, but just a dash. And, you know, the basic seasonings and the smoked turkey meat. So now we're gonna give it a taste. And like I said, I let them simmer for like 4 hours last night, and then a half an hour today. So let's give them a taste. And I did soak them overnight for, you know, throughout overnight before I cooked them, and washed them off a couple times. So let's give it a taste. They taste so good. Oh, and I used you know, the chicken broth, instead of water. I didn't add any water, and I've cooked them before with water, and but I used the bouillon cubes. This time I used the chicken broth. Very good. Peas are nice and tender. Absolutely delicious. The flavor is chef's kiss. The flavor is amazing. So a little hint of spice all in all, I say delish. And, you know, I'll eat them today with some corn muffins that I made. I made these corn muffins, I made them and I froze them. So I had them already. So this is what I'm going to have for dinner today to start out my new year. And it's really good. I mean, it's really good. How many of you guys make black eyed peas for the new year? And I will probably have black eyed peas like maybe for the next 2 or 3 days. I'll probably, tomorrow I'll probably have it with some rice. You can call it Hoppin' John's. But they're delicious. I say I could eat black eyed peas any time of the year. I really can. But I always make sure that I make them on New Year's Eve. Anywho, I just wanted to wish everybody a Happy New Year. Thank you so much for watching. And please like, share, comment, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay bougie.